Hi, my name is Abby Tierney, and I'm going to be talking about cloud computing. So, cloud computing is an emerging advancement in technology that will continue to become more common. And in this presentation, I'm going to talk about cloud computing, what it is, how it differs from traditional storage systems, and where it's commonly used today. So, cloud computing is a really complex system, but basically it's storage over the internet or servers or web, so you can access it from any device as long as you have Wi-Fi. And it compares to a traditional system because a traditional system is like a physical item, like a hard drive, for example, and where you store all your information. And on cloud computing, you can have multiple people accessing this information if you allow them to, as well as you can access it from a lot of different locations, whereas you have to have your hard drive with you to access that information. And hard drive or traditional systems are also called local storage. So some examples of traditional storage: Seagate is a very common company that sells hard drives and is a well-known company that sells hard drives. And they are threatened because they need to start innovating and thinking of new ideas. For example, like Blockbuster and Netflix. Netflix knew to start streaming and all that, whereas Blockbuster was still just trying to sell movies from inside a store, and people's wants and demands were changing for that kind of thing. And it's similar here, where people are starting to see the advantage of being able to access their information from the internet, from any device they want to, and being able to share that information with people really easily. So the people that are using cloud computing, it's pretty common in businesses today and in universities. So it's really great for being able to share information, but also great because you can store a lot of information on there. And it's also very common for individual users. A lot of people use, for example, Google Drive to have documents on there and be able to share them with friends or family, and also photos. So like I said, Google is using the cloud, Google Drive. Apple also has iCloud. These are just some of the probably most familiar companies using it. So it's really important. It's because it's so convenient now. You can access it from really anywhere, any device that has internet. And so you can also share it with a lot of different people. So that's good for businesses and individuals. You also can get really massive amounts of storage, and it's adjustable. So the advantages, the first one is its elasticity, so you can scale up and down as you need. As you know, you may go through different documents, realize you don't need some of them. You may finish a project, realize you don't need all that information anymore, so you delete that, and you can also scale down on your storage. And you also have self-service provisioning, so like on demand, you can change it in that minute. You can go from a lot of storage to a little storage based on what you need. It's also pay per use, so you're going to save a lot of money on it. So like I said, as you scale up and down for what you want, instead of buying a hard drive and having that over time, you have to know in the beginning how much storage you're going to need. And so being able to scale down can save you a lot of money when you need to, and scale up as well. So it's really great also for international use. So a lot of companies use it because If you're working on a project with a company in a different part of the world, obviously there's a big time change usually. And so being able to collaborate on that project, even though your schedules are very different, it's really nice to be able to have cloud computing to be able to do that over. So this applies to you because you can access it from really any of your devices as long as you have internet and, of course, your password. And you can share these projects and documents, whatever you need to, photos, with other people. It's also a big advantage because a physical hard drive, you can misplace that really easily, whereas if you have the cloud, you're not going to misplace. You're not going to misplace the cloud because it's on the internet. So you can access the cloud, like I said, from many different devices, including your computer, phone, tablet, among others. And it's definitely changing management and business. There was a lot more people-to-people communication, but now that's shifting to more technological communication between people. And it's nice because managers can share what they need to with the employees that they need to and put them on different projects really easily, and they'll have a lot of control over that. So the Internet of Things actually uses the cloud, and so all of the information that Internet of Things gathers from the different devices, it can store on in this cloud, and so that's an example. So now you know what cloud computing actually is, and how it compares to a traditional system, where it's used, and its advantages and disadvantages. In conclusion, the cloud is an emerging advancement in technology that will continue to become more common. Thank you.